Hey there, South Mississippi. Chief Meteorologist Eric Jeansonne here in the WLOX newsroom. We had some exciting news to talk about tonight. The northern lights spotted, sort of, here in South Mississippi. Now, if you're watching earlier in the newscast today, we were talking about how the NOAA's Space Weather Prediction Center observed a large coronal mass ejection from the sun. So that is whenever material is spit out, basically, from the sun. And whenever that material interacts with the Earth's magnetic sphere or magnetic field, it can result in vibrant aurora borealis displays or the northern lights. And we're seeing that tonight, and it's possible again tomorrow night, but there's a lot of uncertainty. Now, here's the thing first. Don't go run out the door and looking up and expecting to see big, bright, vibrant pillars of light. That's not the case here in South Mississippi. We have been getting photos in here through the WLOX weather app of northern light displays. However, they're taken with camera phones using an exposure of 3 seconds to 10 seconds. And so you can do this with your camera phone. You can set your exposure to 3 to 10 seconds. Look towards the north, and you might be able to capture some of the northern lights. And so we're seeing that tonight. This photo that you see here is out of Pearl River County near Caesar. This was taken by Luke Rankin. It was sent to us through the WLOX weather app. So if you do want to try to see this tonight, and again, northern lights are very unpredictable. It's very hard to determine, when they're going to flare up, when they're going to die down. So there's some uncertainty on how long this is going to last overnight tonight. But if you want to try to see it, you got to get in a very dark area, and you want to try looking to the north. And don't look high in the sky, you want to look low on the horizon. So along the northern horizon where there are no lights, that will be the best way to kind of see them. And I will say, I was out earlier this evening behind the Biloxi VA looking over Back Bay to the north, and I could faintly see the northern lights with my eyes, but very, very faintly. But I was able to capture it much better using my phone. This was another photo taken out of Saussure by Jason that was sent to us on the WLOX weather app, and you can see that red glow on the northern horizon. So notice how low it is to the ground there. So you don't look up high in the sky, you want to look low on the horizon. So get out of the way of trees. And again, the further inland you are, the further away you are from the lights, the artificial lights, then the better chances of seeing this. So NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center, they observed that coronal mass ejection yesterday and it is impacting the Earth now. There are some indications that another burst of that mass ejection will sort of interact with the Earth's magnetic field tomorrow. However, there are some questions on the timing because it might try to come in during the day tomorrow. And if it does that, well then you're not going to be able to see the northern lights. And again, limit your expectations here. You're not going to run outside and see these big bright pillars of light in the sky by just looking up. You probably will see that if you live further north, maybe in the Dakotas or up into Wisconsin or Michigan or in Canada, those locations. The further north you go, the better the display will be, weather pending. And again, the best way to really capture it is with long exposure photography. If you set your camera to do a 5 to 10 second exposure, you'll likely capture some of that light. So moving on, hey, today was a crazy day as far as temperatures go. 1 year ago today, we broke a record high temperature of 84 degrees at Gulfport Biloxi International. Fast forward to 1 year later, exactly 1 year later, we broke the record low for the date. That was set 131 years ago. 27 degrees was a low temperature this morning. So a record high last year and a record low this year. Other records here at the station Biloxi, we're a co-op with the National Weather Service, so 30 degrees was our low temperature, and that's compared to records that go back way to 1894. We didn't break that record. Moss Point Trent Lot records there go back to 1997, but we got down to 25 degrees. That breaks the record of 28 set back in 2011. Tonight, it's already cold. Many areas have already fallen to the 30s. I wouldn't be surprised to see a few areas of some patchy frost out there. And look outside on all of our tower cams. Again, not seeing the northern lights right now. And again, if you want to see it, you got to get into a really dark place, and you want to try to use those long exposure cameras or capabilities with your camera phone. Clear skies tonight, perfect for viewing, and tomorrow is going to be another nice day, but we do begin a warm up. In fact, temperatures will be climbing into the 70s by tomorrow afternoon. That will be warmer than what we have seen over the last several days. And we're gonna really just see the beginning of a warm-up as we go into the beginning of this week, or the middle of this week into the beginning of next week. A ridge of high pressure builds over South Mississippi, and that is going to help warm us up quite a bit. In fact, low temperatures will not be as cool as they have been, and high temperatures are going to be much warmer. In fact, by the weekend, areas inland could be working their way up towards 80 degrees. So we're going to have much more coming up at 10 o'clock, and I'm going to get some more of those photos that are coming in on the WLOX weather app of the Northern Lights. So we'll share those with you tonight coming up at 10 o'clock. But for now, we're going to leave you, and maybe you get a chance to go look outside and see if you can see those Northern Lights.